Alright, hello. This is something that you guys have been asking for a while. We got Frenkie, Buba Corelli, Jala, Kontra with RMX. There's a lot of people on this track. You guys have been asking for this. Before we get into it though, check out the Patreon link in the description for that. Patreon saw this first. Every video that I upload gets uploaded to Patreon early access. Anyway, let's see what it's saying. Got the translation over here. Let's see.
Reci svaka čast kad čuješ Maltu i Alpaša. Svakog pakaša bušim ko iz kalaša. Reperi nesoj poput glavaša. Niko da sazna šta, zvuk im tvrd ko u balaša. Ti si Dodik, ljak se iz laktaša. Ženi kurvo, kura ćeš da glabaš sad. Tebi je plafon u baraž basa. Lovo je liga šampiona, ustani za šahbaza. Gamad zna, ne može na nas dva. Frenkie veličanstveni, reći merhaba. Tvoj zvuk i tvoja ekipa mršava. Moja ekipa, FM Jam država. Masonska loža, nema ovakvog lobija. Armija koja pobija, autonomija. Dođemo s par kombija, noću ko insomnija. Nađu te mrtvog u Holandiji ko Johnija.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Alright then. Let's slow it down. Hold on. Okay. I got the lyrics here. This beat is grimy. Let me bring this up so you guys can read it as well. Read along with me. So that was Frenkie to begin. He said, give all of the props when you hear Malta and Alpas rap. The opening bar of this verse begins with Frenkie using two specific slang terms, Malta and Alpas, which refer to that Malta and that two districts in the cities of Tuzla and Sarajevo, respectively. Frenkie belongs to the older generation of rappers who generally regarded as pioneers of Bosnian rap. By mentoring both his own and the duo's hood together, he's basically elevating them, deeming them at high value, worthy of carrying the torch of rap. So give the props to where it began. Pop every chump with extra kalash mags to dump. As we continue the second bar, there's going to be a lot of this, by the way. This is going to be a long reaction. I'm trying to understand everything they're saying because I'm not going to get it. As we continue in the second bar, Frenkie introduced another slang term, pakas, derived from Satrovaki, I don't know, an argot or jargon used alongside Bosnian language. The meaning of this word can vary depending on the context, but it's often used to describe someone who has betrayed you, often someone close to you or we relied on. It lays the foundation of this for the central idea Frenkie's trying to convey in the verse, calling out the corrupted politicians that fight for their personal interests at the cost of the people that they represent. Okay, this is deep. Rappers gone missing. It's the Glava's case. The mouths are sealed with tape. Branimir Glavas, a Croatian politician and retired major general of the Croatian army, founder of one of the leaders of the Croatian Democratic Union, a political party known for its controversial actions in representing Croats, particularly in Bosnia. Glavas is the first individual called out by Frenkie. He was found guilty of multiple war crimes. The bar makes an indirect reference to the sellotape case in which he was convicted for the murder of 7 Serbian civilians. Their bodies were dumped in the Drava River and later discovered bound and gorged with tape. He's the first politician to be called out for going against the interest of his own people. Rappers gone missing. It's the Glover's case. The mouths are sealed with tape. So and then he's relating that to like rappers gone missing. Like, you know, maybe people that they're coming against, they ain't as good, but obviously relating it to that fucking tragic thing that happened there. Jesus. Our sound hits them hard when the bala slaps. Got the clash in the hatchback. The bar references two individuals using them as polar opposites. The mention of quoting directly points to Dorda Balasevic, a famous Serbian singer, songwriter, and poet, but more importantly, a prominent anti-war voice, which led to him becoming a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador. On the other hand, due to the way the bar is written, it also references Elder Balas, a local underground gunsmith known for his hunting skills, extensive firearm expertise, though it's not in the context of war, just in terms of proficiency. So seeing as Balasevic resents a stance against the guns, while Eldar stands for the guns, Jala's essentially saying... Did he say Jala's essentially saying? I thought this is Frenkie. Essentially saying that he's not here for the fight. Oh, is this relating to Jala's thing here? Oh, it's referencing the quote there. Got you. Your Dodik redneck from the Lactas country, open wide tramp, You're going to chow down that dick. Pause. The second politician to be mentioned, Milorad Dodik, is the leader of the SNSD, Alliance of Independent Social Democrats, known for his provocative statements, often described as populist or inflammatory. He spreads rhetoric against Bosnian politics while degrading the country's relationship with the EU and NATO, as well as harming both status of the Serbian people and their relationship with other constituent ethnic groups. Recently, after attempting to undermine the judicial power of the country's court and speaking ill of German politician and High Representative for Bosnia and Herzegovina, Christian Schmidt, Dodik was sentenced to 1 year in prison. Additionally, he was banned from participating in politics for the next 6 years. God damn. A redneck from the Latin country. He's got a thing with here, with Trump here. Okay, I can see the vibe he's going down. Your ceiling's the playoff. Your ceiling's the playoffs. The only things that you'll the only thing that you'll pass. Your ceiling's the playoff. You're not even going to make it into the league above the playoffs. But this is the Champions League. The big boys now. Stand up for Sabaz. Sabaz is the character from a show called The Top Tier of the Surrealists, a Yugoslav sketch comedy and variety television show that received criticism that criticized the system, the government, and politics from the 80s and 90s. At the same time, it showcased art, literature, cultural elements, and social norms of the time through absurdity and satirical humor, with the ideas hidden between the lines to avoid censorship. He was a politician and a member of the Democratic Action political party representing Bosniaks, who at one point served as the vice president and Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as the judge of the Constitutional Court of the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. He was considered a man of questionable moral qualities, known for engaging in racketeering and fraud, and for illegally handing out citizenships to foreigners, Bosnia's General Council in Munich. The idea of the character came to life. Oh my lord, this is long. Okay, but I'm not gonna read all of this. I get the gist. He's going down the sketch reverse. Okay, then he's going into this thing here. In short, apart from calling out dishonest political sides, ending with Bosnian representative in this bar, Frenkie's essentially saying that the track will be a hit, even though those who called out won't know what it's actually about. They still don't. The vermin know. They can't take it out. They can't take on the two of us. Frenkie the Magnificent, greet me with marhaba. Isn't that Arabic or something? Or am I just tripping? Frenkie, comparing himself to Suleiman the Magnificent, also considers one of the greats of the Ottoman Empire. Apart from his military achievements, the cultural flourishing of his reign, he's also known as the Kanuni, the lawgiver who introduced reforms, improving legal system, balancing Islamic law within the secular regulations. Connecting the Sabaz line, he's portraying himself as the judge of judges, and the one who's going to pass the final verdict on them. Frenkie the Magnificent, group me with marhaba. Hold on a minute. Bloody losing where I am. Your tracks and your cliques weak. My gang, though, the FMJAM country. FM Jam is a Bosnian record label and music movement from Tuzla, founded in 1999. It was born out of the need to spread hip-hop culture in Bosnia and Herzegovina, initially as a radio show created by Emir Alajic, DJ Soul, and Errol Tahirovic. Frenkie was one of the founding members and artists. The Masonic Lodge ain't got a match to our lobby. Army engaging encounters and autonomy. Drive up with a couple vans like Insomnia at night. They'll find you with a busted cap, just like Johnny in Holland. Busted cap, is that like shot in the head or something? Even though Johnny can refer to booze and drugs in some contexts, it's a slang for condom. Yeah, in the UK, that's what we call it here as well. From the way the bar was delivered, Frenkie drawing multiple comparisons between popped skulls, yep, as well as broken condoms and limp dicks, as well as being wasted or overdosed. It's Amsterdam after all. You okay? He said a lot there. He said a lot. But what's Buba got to say here with his double time flow? Let's go.
Autonomija, dođemo s par kombija, noću ko insomnija, nađu te mrtvog u Holandiji ko Johnija. Palimo, žarimo jeb, badimo, varimo jeb, pravimo, kvarimo, mi smo ladne, starimo, ali pašno marim da dalimo sa crnom, drugi dio da malo da prenese to po daljinu. Redom davimo, malimo, koje šalimo na mali bor, kad se bliže mali, mi se ne šalimo, falimo, sceni mi definitivno falimo, talimo se, salimo se, pa se hvalimo, džeranimo, u kapanju ćemo da teranimo, ko dete brani kada nikoga ne žalimo, karino večera ćemo tak te zadavimo, nećemo se lagati, fakati malo varimo, kurasani alo, srce za malo mi stalo, neću babdalo preko budja radi galop, spuhat ću sve repere sa ovim kao balon da me boli razumiju repa ću sporije malo, ne vredi temi ni feni
treninga, jebika, malo treba treninga. Zapravo ću da se pitam, da tebi kažem da si nebitan. Ću te prebit van kad izađeš, mutajući leža pa mi plačeš. Njih lažeš, pa mi kažeš da neš više nikad neš. Da ću ljude da ti naude, veselo će da nam bude. Da boli me kurac da ne bude, napravit ću hit da mi gremi tambure. Repam dok jedan hamburger, nikada mi to problem nije za kraj žena ti fuja bije, vas da kada bije popijem dvije. Hej teri, helo bitom jurin ko barik.
Hold on a minute. Aye, this might take us a minute to get through. This will take us a while. This reaction might be 30 minutes long. Jesus Christ. Buba Corelli comes in. Light it up, burn it up, yeah. Smoke it up. Blunt Bylon, yeah. At some point in time, both Jala's crew, Blunt Bylon, and Buba's crew, G Records, would eventually merge into Imperia that we know today. Oh, okay, so that was the group before. Cook it up, cut it up, forever young. We don't grow old. From Alipacino to Maragin Dvor, splitting cuts with customers crew, with the customs crew, splitting cuts with the customs crew. Is that when they're getting it through like security or something? In addition, they already mentioned the custom officers, the fact that for almost every law enforcement agency, some of their officials, whether they're in government representatives or police officers, are often involved in drug trafficking and distribution to an extent. There's nothing new for the Balkan region. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get it through, you got to have someone on the inside a lot of the time. Some dodgy dealings. Retired inspector from the Department of Fight Against Drug Abuse of the Ministry of the Interior of Sarajevo Canton. That guy once said, a few years ago, we tested 3 police officers for drug. One tested positive for heroin and marijuana. The second only for marijuana, and the third was clean. When Buba says from Alipacino to Maragin Dvor, he's actually referring to the fact that the goods practically travelled by organisation transport from the Novigrad police station to the Novo Sarajevo police station. From police station. Fucking hell. Strapping my girl with the rest under her dress like a vest. I just realised I could be doing this. Under her dress with the rest. Under her dress like a vest. Choke holding them one by one. Send our bitches to the Maribor. In 2012, the city of Maribor, Slovenia, took over the title of European Capital of Culture. It's also an older underlying joke about how Bosnians made up half the population of Slovenia at the time. While we were talking money, kid, monkey business won't cut. Where we're talking money, kid, monkey business won't cut it. They miss us. The rap scene definitely misses us. When we link up, stash all the cash, then we floss. Geronimo, we're gonna knock you out like the liquor shots. What's this minute? The rap scene definitely missed us. Even though this could be taken to something said in general, Buba's already shed light on him being found guilty of unauthorized product and distribution, narcotic drugs on multiple occasions. In 2015, he was sentenced to jail time, which was extended several times, ultimately lasting 8 months. The other 12 accused, including these guys, this served as inspiration for Jala to release his track Dom Home, as well as him to get a tattoo of one of the bars, which later became a famous slogan used by fans. Sometimes it's worth more to win a battle than the war. Sometimes the whole army means less than a single bro. Buba Corelli spoke about it in both Jala's spoke briefly about both Jala's tattoo and his time in prison during his latest interview alongside their close friends and podcast hosts. Mad. What's the Geronimo one? Is that just in Balkans, when you call someone an Indian, it means he's a lowlife, someone without manners and a sense of culture. Buba does the same here by using the name of the Apache tribe leader Geronimo. It's known that Native American communities, especially Indians, have weak tolerance to alcohol. The bar's practically saying he's wasted his enemies the same way Indians get wasted from liquor. Fair. Who's gonna back you up when we don't care? When we don't care to pick our shots? You jerk off. We'll be turning off your lights tonight and be knocking you out. Let's not lie to each other. On God, we're hooking up your bitch. Corelli, slow down. Ew, my heart's almost skipping beats. I ain't hitting brakes, fool. He ain't slowing down. I'm galloping over the beat. I said he was floating. He said he was galloping. I'm gonna blow up all these rappers like balloon inflatables just so they can catch it on better. Just so they can catch on it better. I'm gonna slow it down a notch. You ain't worth to me a single cent. You don't need to make you need to make the training decent. I'm gonna give myself the rights to say I've seen shit that's been more important. I'm gonna beat you up when we get out. You're a walking corpse. Weep all you want. That's a fucking threat. You lie to them, then you lay it on me that it won't happen again. You bet it won't. I'm gonna get some men to get you checked. We're gonna make it fun for ourselves. Don't give a fuck for don't give a fuck for what they offer us. I'm making hits with a tamburitza and some lines. What's he talking there? Some alcohol and drugs or something? I rap while eating a hamburger, wrapping it up. It was never even a problem. Lastly, your shorty's nasty. I'd smack her ass every time I'd slam 2 pints. Hey, 2 pints is all it takes, he's saying. 2 pints is all your bitch is worth. Crazy. Alright, let's carry on. He killed that shit.
Hej teri helo, pitom jurin ko barikelo. Pravim djelo, laj ne valjam, pa ko da valjam, laj ne pjelo. Halal vam sva, slavaraj bosta teze Panama. Ništa Gucci, Prada, uzidan da šibam ko iz Pama. Mama zovi 1, 2, 2, zlo je opet ušlo u mene drama. Poslije par grama cijeli ću klub da uverem i za Jale je mahala. Džaba vam ba brate sve, za mahalu radi Jala, vi radite za hale. Nemoj da čekate jačeg, na jačeg sam nadjačo. Ma slobodno pljuštat ćeš, pa šćeš na nos. Ako nas konta dajče, ruke podić na plafon. Klimaj glavom kad si s Frenkom, Kontrom, Corellijem, Jalom. Malo uparamo go interventna rafalna paljba. Bit je meta, krit neću, želim vrh svijeta. Mada još ke raketom šetam. Šarpovi kaj, baš kao Cadillac. Imam kroz kidama s oči u mrak. Znači da jebo sam svakog.
Kako ću samo remix prebit.
He looks so much younger there. They both look younger. They all look fucking hell. Well, this was a long time ago. Jala coming in. Hold on a minute. Let me cook. I just put it on a wrong screen there for a second. Jala says, wave hello, haters. Rushing the beat like Barrichello. Ruben Barrichello, former Brazilian Formula 1 driver who won 11 Grand Prix races. His greatest victories come in 2000 and 2002. Doing the thing, cutting turns on the track. The way I be cutting yayo. The way he be chopping it up is how he's cutting on the track, Cold. Made peace with giving up fame. TZ Panama. And then that's the name of the town, right? But he's flipped it on itself. Rajevo Sa. TZ Panama and Rajevo Sa slang expressions referring to Frenkie and the duo's hometowns, Tuzla and Sarajevo, respectively. None of that Gucci, Prada, Uzi on speed, busting shells like an AA. In the actual bar, the anti-aircraft machine gun, or simply AA, was mentioned as PAM. The term PAM is commonly used as reference to the ZPU, a Soviet-made 14.5mm anti-aircraft machine gun based on the KP-5 model, which was introduced in the Soviets in 1949. The ZPU is widely used during the Yugoslav wars, mounted on various platforms like trucks, stationaries. Where I said none of that, he's just busting shells. Mama better call 112. The evil's gotten into me again. What? 122. 122 is the number dedicated to the emergency hotline reserved exclusively for police services. Hey, it's an emergency. The devil's got me. Drama after a couple grams. Squeezed the whole crew into the club. The hood's got Jala's back covered, bro. All the shit you pulls in vain. Jala's working for the alleys. You'll better be working for. You'll be working for the cops. I said I'm doing it for the streets. You guys ain't. Don't you wait on someone stronger. I've wasted the strongest one. Bad mouth us. You ain't got much more, bro. You'll slap and kiss the floor. The real ones who understand us raise their hands up to the ceiling. Bob your head. Bob your head when you're with Frenkie, Kontra, and Jala and Corelli. Hop in unannounced like the first responders. Burst firing lines. Beats the target. Won't hide it. Want to hit the world's pinnacle while still walking canines down the ghetto. Bums and slums. Big pimping in the Cadillacs. I'm flicking off your switches, meaning I'm nailing you bitches. Yeah, cold. Mate, yeah, this is a banger. I know why you guys wanted me to get to this one. Fucking hell. They're cooking. They're cooking. What's Kontra got then? First time hearing him?
Kako ću samo remix prebit spremni. Kontra upadao pepelit, ne moš meni vreli stil ko lava vulkana. Kurčevit ko skoku svemir, ko Felix sam velik. Na meni stavim ti jezik, proglasim verbalni delikt. Malu školu repa javan svaki put po taktu dam. Od kolijevke do tabuta, u repu sam vam babuka. Repere rendam, neverendran, rap Monteveres ne možeš sam. Na ledene bedeme rijetki uspiju. Šta ti je lave bađeš na Rusiju? Uletimo na Trojanac, krkanski, momački, robusno. Uletimo na Trojanac, dakle to znači na konju smo. Kontra, Jala, Frenkie, Buba, zemlja će da zadrhti. A DJ Soulu gori mikser kad vam ovo zavrti. Iza sa pojačanje pravi traci novu štetu. Gori Troja, pogađamo pamo Mahilovu petu. Nemojte se pravit ludi, brojke reče ko je gdje. Nemojte se džaba trudit, flow mi skup komo jet, bitch.
Yeah, that was a banger. That was a banger. What did Kontra say at the end though? Hold on a minute. Let me just get this up. I need to hotkey some of this stuff here. He said, oh, I'm about to beat this remix down already. Contra's dropping in. We're on different altitudes. Lava, hot style, high volcanic plume. Cocky spring up like the space jump. Grander than the Felix. Grander like the Felix. Felix, the guy who jumped out of the fucking thing from space. The highest skydive ever. Yeah, that was ridiculous, by the way. That was in 2012. 39 kilometers up in the air. Jump it, yeah, that's ridiculous. Grander than Felix, you know, space jump. Do you guys remember this happening? Because I remember this happening. I was in secondary school. I'm on the tip of your tongue, proclaiming crime of expression. Give you little schooling sessions till you're on my fucking time. Not quite my tempo. Terence Fletcher, Whiplash. That was a little reference to something. From the cradle to the grave, I'm the founding father of rhyme. Man said from birth to death, I've been doing this. Great in these rappers, revered run. Kontra paying homage to Joseph Simmons, better known as DJ Run on Rev. Run, an American rapper who gained fame in the 80s and 90s with his influence shaping the hip-hop genre. He gained mainstream success as his group Run DMC, while their third studio album, Raising Hell, being the first platinum record. He also became a reverend in Christian faith, practicing minister, turning back to spiritual leadership, going back to the name of Reverend Run. Fair. Great in these rappers, Reverend Run, cold. Rap Mount Everest, you can't solo run. Reaching the icy ramparts takes a revenant. Hell, you thought I'd raise up to the Hellraiser. The original bar mentions Russia instead, but since it would miss the underlying context, it can't be directly translated. Kontra says that there's no point in going against him because you'll have to go through, because he's been through thick and thin, caused by both hardships and the fact that he grew up during the war. Next to him, the struggles of synthesis looks like bowling. Synthesis looks like bowling? Wait, what? Infiltrate like the Trojans. Is that like the Troy thing when they infiltrated in the Trojan horse? Like the Trojans? I think that's meant to be the Trojans. Youthfully robust and masculine, infiltrate like the Trojans. So riding high, the four horsemen. Kontra, Jala, Frenkie, Buba. The ground's going to be shivering. DJ Soul Mixers on fire whenever he starts delivering. Who's that? FM Jam is a Bosnian Herzegovina record label. Yep, I've read that already. That was a different thing. Sarajevo support lineup destroying all in their tracks. The fall of Troy. Gun down the Achilles heel with the AA gun shells. Don't you be acting dumb now. Numbers tell who's got the best placement. Don't you try. It will go down in the drain. The flow's expensive as Moe, bitch. Okay then. Yeah, that was a banger. That was an absolute fucking banger. You guys let me know what you want me to check out next. As I said, Patreon saw this first. Check the Patreon if you want. It's an extra place to support me, and you can request videos on there. I might see them easier. And yeah, you get videos early access. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.